Okay, welcome everybody to HeavySet Tactical. This is one of my first videos, and I'm going to be going through a lot of knives this month, a lot of my purchases and doing some unboxings, but I also along the way like to do some videos about blades that I have purchased and have had the time to carry and use. And up at the top of my list for some of the everyday carry stuff that I use, this is the Kizer Begleiter. It's a fixed blade. I know that they have a folding knife version of this knife. Just a phenomenal design, phenomenal make. Again, it is the Kizer Begleiter, Begleiter. So it's a black micarta handle. I put the paracord on the end there just for a little extra grab with the pinky when I'm pulling it out of the sheath. Comes with the Kydex sheath seen here. It's got the buckles on it. They're really great. I haven't had them pop out, or accidentally pull off of my belt at all. Usually I carry it in scout carry it behind my back or right in front of my stomach under my belly button. It's got a 3.77 inch blade, an 8.77 overall length. The blade thickness is 0.13 inches, so nice and thin there. It's also made of D2 steel. The style of this blade here, the cut of it, is actually drop point because it's made to be able to, in a rare situation, it's not used for penetration. But if you had to get a straight-on penetration with it, it's at least cut to be able to handle it. It's 4.34 ounces in total weight, I believe, which is super light. It's a really great everyday carry. Comes with this Kydex sheath here, and I believe this is the only color for now. It has a really good positive click on the re-entry, which I think is very important. When I'm everyday carrying, and especially in scout carry, I like to know that when this is entering the sheath and is in a fixed position, you're going to hear it. So, again, I have a lot of scout carry knives, a lot of Kydex sheath knives, and this knife not only came out of the box just razor sharp, scalpel sharp, but it actually came with this Kydex that instead of pancake style, it's a fold over, it's a single piece, which I actually like a lot. And the reason why is because up on top, they have this flare for your thumb. Now, don't get me wrong, the pancakes are great for putting against the outside of my thigh or mounting on my plate carrier, but this is a knife that is made for the belt. And it adds, instead of having that kind of sharper edge up above to hit you in the stomach or the back, wherever you are when you're carrying it when you sit down, this has this rolled over edge on the belt loops too, which is just super comfortable. I haven't had any pinches or pokes, but it has this flare on the back, as I was saying, that none of my other Kydex sheath knives have, and it is phenomenal. So when you get that, even if you're not ripping it out, if you want a controlled exit, you can run your thumb straight into this and just pop it out, which is so comfortable. And then especially on the re-entry, you can, usually if it's in scout carry, so I know it's going in there, I get it to about this far in, and then give it a little ramp. But if you go to pull it out and don't need it and have to enter it into the sheath, this is a push and a pull, which is so great, and it's so comfortable for me and my hands. I don't have that big of hands, so also another thing I wanted to talk about, the micarta handles at first, they felt a little slick, which was strange. There's not a lot of like jimping or grab on there. But what's funny is as you start to get oil from your hands and dead skin and things like that into those grooves, it really starts to grab up, which is nice. Again, the spine of the knife it's not a straight cut. They put that bevel in there, and it's just so comfortable in your hand. Now, I usually grab it just like this, except for the jimping along the back comes the entire way. I don't know if you can see it, the entire way out to here, which is just so helpful because you can it has this extra bevel up top. So, you know, if you're going to quick grab, it's right here. But if you want to make a cut or have a controlled, you know, for carving, things like that, or getting, you know, small fibers together so you can strike a ferro rod, which this drop point on the back here strikes a ferro rod really great. But yeah, I love this extra flare up here, this extra divot, because I can put my trigger finger in there and bring my thumb on this jimping the whole way out to here for a controlled cut, or I can throw my middle finger into there and put my trigger finger almost out to the point for a controlled slice. You know, from opening boxes to be honest with you, if I had to cut meat, you know, if I was camping out and I had to cut meat, I would use this to cut veggies and meat for dinner. I mean, it is just razor sharp. I love this knife. I mean, it is just, it's an all-around great great purchase. It's well thought out, and to be honest with you, these days when I make a purchase and it's under $100, I know that the steel, I mean, it's D2 and it's got a great coating on it. This laminate coating is so tough. I mean, I've really put some, you know, you can see there, it's going to get particles in there from whatever you're shaving or cutting, and you know that happens. You could just take your shirt and wipe it out. But what I love on a cheaper knife is well thought out grips, a great positive jimping on there, so you can really get a good grip on it, and you know, have a lot of control with it, and a decent sheath. And I'm happy. You know, if I had to re-put a blade on this, this is what's funny. I have not had to sharpen this knife since I purchased it, which I think is just crazy. So again, great positive click on re-entry. Just a super well thought out knife. Drainage hole at the end there is really well placed. I haven't had any issues with it. I'm sure they make different handles for it. I thought about making wood ones. You know, just a well thought out knife, well thought out sheath. And to be honest with you, I'm really happy with it. It was $64 on Blade HQ, and I'm going to throw the link down in the description. You know, I'm not getting these knives for free. I'm not associated with Blade HQ, but I will tell you that for all my serious knife purchases, I use Blade HQ for everything, from sheaths. I just ordered a tack light off of it for a Glock. I love them, from flashlights to knives to hatchets. Anything with a blade and anything for tactical or survival or hunting use, that is the site. All around. The price is unbeatable. You know me, I like to shop around. But yeah, just a great site. I trust those guys a lot over there, and I love that they put review videos out on a lot of the products they sell on the website. So again, I'm really happy you guys decided to watch my videos, and I'm going to be pumping out a bunch of videos this week. So I hope you guys appreciate it, and, you know, be safe out there. Have fun. Thanks, guys.